Bow. What up, boy? What up, world? What's going on? It's your boy Jay Kerr back in the building again, man. Let me try to back you up out of my face a little bit because I don't know if y'all really want to be that close to me. A little bit better? You seem like y'all was a close up or something. I don't know. Anyway, I'm back again. I'm at work today. I wanted to discuss the Orlando Magic. 23-24 season about to be lit. Okay, we got one televised game. We got a couple NBA TV games, so whoever got NBA TV, y'all can catch us there. But we got one nationally televised game. I can talk, I swear to God. We have one game, OKC, TNT, February 13th, my mom's birthday. And yeah, hopefully Chet Holmgren is playing. Hopefully everybody's playing on the Magic. Hopefully everybody's playing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, all of those guys. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing how we fare on national television. Like, we gotta have some kind of viewers because nobody's seen us in a few years, so they gotta catch up. Honestly, I'm looking forward to Paolo's development. I'm looking forward to Franz's development. They've been playing all summer in the FIBA tournament, and they're about to start now, I think, with the actual qualifying of the tournament, or not the qualifiers, but the actual tournament itself. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Paolo is coming back for his second year. I'm just hoping he's not worn down because that's a lot of basketball within your first year. He's a rookie. He did summer league, he did training camp, he did a season, then he did the FIBA stuff, and then he's coming back 3 weeks after they're finished with that to come back and play a whole nother season. So, I'm hoping he doesn't feel exhausted when he comes back. He got his legs under him and whatnot. And that he can just hit that second year strong. Because Franz, man, that guy, he's over in Germany doing major work. Like, Franz Wagner is probably going to be our second coming of Evan Fournier, but probably get more recognition as far as the rest of the league, because the league's on notice as far as Orlando goes. Everybody knows what we're doing, who we are. If they're in the league, they know about Orlando. But I'm excited for Markelle Fultz to come back. I'm excited, this will finally be a season where he can start from the beginning. Watch out for all the table legs and edges of dressers and everything like that, man. We don't need you to break another toe on the way in. Don't hit no curbs, nothing, no sidewalk trips, none of that, man. None of that. You just gonna come back. First game, game one, strap up, ready to play. Like, we need you, Markelle. Cole Anthony, my boy, he back. You know what I'm saying? We got Joe Ingles, we picked up this summer. Admiral Schofield and Kevon Harris is coming back on our two-way deals. We also signed Mac McClung a couple days ago. I'm excited about that, just as far as bringing eyes to the franchise, because they call us a small market team and whatnot. But we have a lot of fan support. We just don't get the coverage. Shout out to Six Man Show. Shout out to Court Cousins. Shout out to Orlando Magic HQ. Shout out to the Orlando Magic UK people. Everybody, if I don't mention you, I'm sorry, but I follow all of you guys' pages on Instagram and YouTube. If I haven't found you yet, hey, hit me up, because I'm down for any Magic content. As you can see, I'm trying to throw my hat in the game. So, trying to see what I can do in this foray of Magic fandom, because I've been a fan since. Okay, backstory about me. I was born in Connecticut. I lived in South Carolina. I lived in Georgia, and then when I started high school, I moved to Orlando. But I've been a fan of the Magic since 1990, before I can remember. I got pictures going back to 93, 94, with me with Magic gear on. That was the only team that I watched when I first started watching basketball, because of Shaq and because of Penny. I recognized Shaq from other stuff. Like, basketball was big in my family, so my dad would always be watching different basketball stuff, Blue Chips, and what was the other one? Something else that was a basketball movie he used to watch, but there was a couple NBA guys in it. And I remember Shaq, Neon. I remember him from that movie, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a guy I know from the NBA from that movie. He's right there. But the Magic was still in its infancy phase. Yo, school bus. Anyway, the Magic was still in its infancy phase, so they only started the '89 season. I recognized Shaq from the movie. Long story short, I recognized Shaq from the movie. Put two and two together. Started watching basketball. I love Magic, like magicians, like legit. So tying two together. I love basketball. I love magicians. Those are the first couple games and teams and players that I watched. Magic, Penny. Shout out to Daryl Armstrong. Shout out to Dennis Scott. Nick Anderson. Shout out to all those guys. But my era was the T-Mac era. That was when I was locked in, ready to go. Like, hey, this is us. Let's do this. Even though it was only a 4-year stint. And ever since then, like, I've been locked in myself as a fan. Before it was like, okay, I would catch the games. I would seek them out if I could find them. But when you're young, you got to find it where you can find it. As I got older, I did it. So when I moved down here, I was already ingrained in Magic history, Magic sports, Magic whatever. I used to come down to Orlando in the spring break or whatever and visit, my dad, and I would go to a Magic game. And that was like always something that we did when I came down. I would come down and visit, and we would make sure to go to a Magic game. But my cousin was affiliated with the team for a short period of time, so I would get, through him and go to the games and whatnot. We just go do whatever. Shout out to Cuz. But yeah, man, it was an experience. I love the Magic. I've always loved the Magic. Now, 2023. Yeah, we back. I ain't gonna go through the whole history of everything from the past. Like, y'all know we went to the finals twice. Y'all know all that, but blah, blah. This is a new era. I feel like we're starting to get that culture back with the team like they had in the 90s. Like, with the Dennis Scotts, with the Shaqs, with the Pennies, with all that culture that we had in Orlando back then. I feel like it's coming back now. Like, the guys hang out together, all 12 of them. They all go bowling together. They all go to the movies. They all go do stuff together. And that's good team building energy around them. You got a guy like Cole Anthony on the team who's like the mouthpiece. Like, he gives you what you need, and he's very cognizant every time he talks. He's very, very aware and very present in interviews. He lets you know, like, hey, I'm a starter in this league. I know that. Like, I already know. But, I'm going to keep proving myself until y'all, y'all get it right. We went to a game, check the YouTube, we went to a game earlier this season, and Cole Anthony was working out after the game. Like, for an hour, he was getting shots up, going in, doing what he had to do after the game. And then came out after all the players had already left. He was still putting that work in. So anybody who could do that, work out after the games and before the games and whenever practice is and with your trainer and all that stuff, is going to be guaranteed in the league. There's so many videos I could pull up from Cole in New York, up in there in the Summit? I forgot what the gym's called up north, but he has Paolo up there with him. Him and Paolo been working out. Like, that to me is important. Like, you're working on stuff with your teammate in the summertime. So that builds a rapport. Even though Paolo is starting and Cole is the sixth man off the bench, once Cole gets in, there's a synergy there between them two. So whatever Paolo is already doing, Cole's a spark plug. He can get on the court and just go. Like, he's a gunner. And he's going to get you those buckets. He's going to hit them threes. He's got to work on a little defense for his size, but he'll get there. Like, he's been putting on weight every summer. He's been doing his thing. Shout out to Cole Anthony, man. Like, that's one of my favorite guys on the team right now because of his energy, because of his motivation to be good on the team, because he wants to be better, and he's putting in the work to do that. Shout out to Wendell Carter, same thing. Like, I've seen some footage of him. Shout out to Jalen Suggs. Jalen is out here. Like, y'all are about to be put on notice. I'm telling you, Orlando is coming. Like, man, there is something to behold. As a Magic fan, it is time for us to have that pride. I know we had pride because we're a prideful bunch of kids, and I say kids because we're a young franchise, but shout out to the Magic. We about to make some moves. We about to make people realize who we are. If you listen to the chatter around the league, you can hear everybody talking about the Magic. You can hear them saying, oh yeah, Paolo's one of them ones. Oh yeah, they got something brewing down in Orlando. Oh yeah, they one of the hottest young up-and-coming teams. It's true. I watched 82 games last season. I've never watched a full 82-game season with the Magic. I've gone to more games sometimes in the season than I've been able to watch, but I've always caught up on the coverage because, but I work a lot. Like, I work nights, I work days. Sometimes I can't catch the games. Sometimes they come on when I'm at work, blah, 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 blah. Y'all know how life goes. But I always manage to keep up with the game, the 10-minute highlight video that they post on NBA.com or whatever. That's always something that I tap in with. But this is about to be an exciting season. We're about to do something, I think, unprecedented this season. And I'd be lying if I said I'm not excited for the world to see how good we actually are. Franz Wagner is, like I said at the beginning, he's one of the better players in the league, and he's only 21 years old. Which means he ain't put on the man weight yet. So once he does bulk up like he's, bound to do, then we really gonna see something out of him. Paolo, he's getting his Team USA summer. He's getting that under his belt right now. So because he's around upper echelon players right now. So he's figuring it out. He's learning, his own tendencies. He's learning how to do what he has to do. He's learning how to be in these places. And he's playing out of position that we haven't played. So he's learning a whole different position than what he would be playing here in Orlando on a regular basis. So I feel like this is good for Paolo's mental growth. I feel like he's getting better. I feel like he's going along, picking up stuff as he's going. It's probably going to be the proving ground. And shout out to Coach Moves, because he's out there in Team USA too. So we got the coach out there, and we got Paolo, Mo and Franz, Goga, and Joe Ingles. We got 5 guys in FIBA tournament play right now. So there's at least those 5 guys will be in shape coming back in the beginning of the season. That's 5 less guys we got to worry about getting in shape, getting injured possibly. So like I said, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. It seems like it's going to be an exciting season. If we could just pick up from where we left off last season after everybody got back from injury, because y'all remember we started 5-20 because we had like 8 guys out with injury. We had Gary out. We had Cole Anthony out. We had Markelle was out. Jonathan Isaac was out. I think Mo Wagner was out for a split second. The only one that I can remember playing the full, the only person I can remember playing their full, like all the way through, except for maybe like 2 or 3 games, is Franz Wagner. Even Paulo sat down for like 5 games. But I can't remember everybody that was hurt, but there was a lot of guys hurt last season. And without all the injuries, though, we were dang near 500 basketball. If not above 500 basketball. Like, we did good. To start the season at 5-20 and then end it off at like, 30-something and whatever. That means so the first 25 games could have swung us above the 500 mark, or at least at 500. You know what I'm saying? So this season is going to be something to behold. I didn't cover everything I wanted to cover in this video, so I'll probably make another one just touching on everything in depth. But I just wanted to drop this to say how excited I am, because I never tap in on the Orlando Magic, media sphere. But I am a big Magic fan. I am a huge Magic fan. You can talk to me about any stats from Brandon Hunter to Stacey Augmon, Bo Outlaw, Sean Kemp, Patrick Ewing, Travis Diener, Mario Kassoun. Where we going, man? Like, I got it. It's all in the bag, bro. It's here. Like, we can talk about the T-Macs and the Shaqs and the Pennies and the Dennis Scotts and the Nick Andersons and the Scotty Skiles and all of those, and the Steve Francis and all those guys. Like, we Catinos and Keon Doolin. We can talk about all that. That's up here. I'm talking about when we was down here in the slums of everything. When we had Andre Barretts, and when we was, like, that was like our starting point guard for a few games. Andre Barrett, Travis Diener. Them rough years. You don't even remember them guys. Like, no disrespect to them, because they played for us. We had a bunch of guys. Jeremy Richardson, Mo Evans, Brian Cook. Like, there was a lot of guys on our bench that we just had. Donald Foyle. Like, we had a lot of dudes, man. But, like, I rode throughout the whole time. I'm a rider for this Orlando Magic stuff. So anybody that knows. Like, everybody that knows, they know. So tune in. February 13th, tune in to that OKC Orlando Magic game. It's going to be something to see. Hopefully, like I said, everybody's injury-free by that time and we can make it happen. But I'm excited. Hope y'all are excited. You can finally see why I'm a Magic fan this season, because we're going to be on national TV. Last season, we was on Bally Sports all year long, which is a Florida channel. They're a regional app, so it's weird. But yeah, this season you can at least catch one game or a few more. I think 4 more on NBA TV. So that's a total of 5 games, I want to say. I can't remember. I was listening to the 6 Man Show. They were saying the list of it, but I can't remember right now. Shout out to Jonathan and Luke. Yeah, and producer Kevin. Can't forget him. But yeah, man, all y'all guys just, tune in to the Magic. We got some guys, Franz and Paolo. I'm looking forward to them this season. Either scraping at again or making the All-Star team. Paolo was right underneath the All-Star voting last season to make the team. So hopefully this season he takes those strides. He's on there. Hell, if Franz ups his points a little bit, he might get most improved or something. Markelle might come back and get most improved. I'm looking for Cole Anthony to get Sixth Man of the Year. Hell, last year I was looking for Rookie of the Year, Most Improved, and Sixth Man of the Year. Yes, I'm dreaming high, but we got it in Orlando. I'm reaching big, but we can do it in Orlando. We got the guys. Like Sixth Man of the Year. This dude comes off the bench and gives you like 15 points a game. What sixth man is doing that? He's Lou Williams caliber right now, if you ask me. That's Marley Crawford numbers right there. What you mean? Like, and it's easy buckets. Dunks, threes, layups, he's killing. Like, that New York boy is killing, son. Facts. You dig? Yeah. Yeah. Cold world. And then my boy Sug Zero been in the gym working out all summer. So, like I said, I'm high on him. If you ain't a Magic fan, at least tune into the game on February 13th. That's the middle of the season. We should be in stride by then. But hopefully, y'all tap in. I'm Jay Curve. I'm getting out of here. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to me. Shout out to them. Shout out to everybody. Peace.